Hello Ratbags, it's Jade. Welcome to a Drake Hollow little guide. Today, Drake Hollow is available now on the Xbox and Xbox Games Pass, and it will be coming to Windows 10 Games Pass and PC on Steam very soon. So I'm going to give you a breakdown of camps and drakes and why it's important to level them up, how you can level them up, and more importantly, how you can dismantle and repair some of your build pieces, how you can upgrade and get new items. So don't forget to like, make sure to subscribe for the best in survival game content. Let's go. Let's talk about camps. If you go to the camp screen and then click on your drakes, you can see which ones take what crystals. So Vineep here, he takes jade crystals. Gurpa takes kyanite, Glumling takes malachite, and Duffy takes crystal quartz. At the moment, each one of these is given 10 XP, and you can see they're at different levels. Duffy here needs 5 crystals to level up. On the bottom right hand side, you can see I've got 2 of the crystal quartz that he needs. And at the moment, he gives me the chance to avoid damage. Glumling here applies fire damage over time to enemies on hit. Increases the damage to 6. Now I've already given him 2 crystals, and so I've only need 3 more and I can level him up. I've also got 2 malachite in my bag. So that would be a good one for me, as that's the skill I want. So generally, make sure you're paying attention. When you go up to your drakes, you don't want to be just giving them every crystal you've got. You absolutely need to make sure that it's a buff that you want. Now this one's not too bad. This is a chance to find additional items when you're looting. So I'm going to take that buff now, and it's going to remove the previous buff I had, which was blazing. Reportedly there's over 27 different buffs that you can get, so basically 27 different style drakes. Now if I want to level that up more and get even more item drops, I'm going to need to give him more crystals. If you take a look at Gurpa, he needs 2 more crystals to get the next chance, and he takes kyanite crystals, which I don't have any of. Now Jade here gives a 30% chance to get critical strike against trees and brambles. Again, I only need 2 more crystals and I will be able to level up once more. They go from different stages, to infant, to adolescent, to mature, and then I do believe to elder. When you level them up, they also start generating you more XP. And this is why, if you get lots of drakes and you're taking care of them, you'll get lots more XP and your camp status will start increasing. My camp level is only camp level 2 right now, and I can only pretty much have improvement budget of 20. So that means that every time I place something, it's going to fill up my bar on the top left there. And when it gets to 20, that means I can't place anything else. Each level gives you more items that you can build in your camp. Entertainment items are going to keep your drakes happy. And so if I place one of these down, you can see it doesn't really take up too much of my improvement score. But the next level, the yoga ball, will. And you can see there on the bottom left, it shows you how much entertainment it gives. This is most likely because it's a one-time use item. Once they've used the little doll there, it will disappear. The yoga balls stay there permanently. Each camp level is going to unlock new items that you can purchase. Now to buy them and finally unlock them, you're going to need schematic. You'll find lots of schematics out in the world by exploring, breaking open chests and defeating enemies and clearing islands. On your camp status, you can see how much output is actually going out, what items are making either entertainment or food. So bear that in mind when you're placing items in your camp. Have you got enough to keep your drakes happy? Is there enough green arrows? There are 12 camp levels for you to start unlocking items. So when you get to level 12, you'll have new items. There's all sorts of things you'll end up unlocking. You've got to generate power at some stage. Also, you'll go through the seasons and you're going to have to start generating heat. Remember, this is a survival game. It's part of the biomes, part of the seasons that you'll come to. As at the beginning of the game, you're in spring. Now that's not until much later, but there are a couple different things you'll be outputting, like power or also making blighted water. So there's a lot of stuff here. I'll go through these in separate videos, but just give you a heads up of what to expect. And you can clearly see it from your own menu on the build screen. Bottom line, I have 4 drakes. That's generating 40 XP. I need to get another 4 drakes to get to the next camp level, or I need to find other ways to get my XP up. You'll do that by leveling up the drakes you do have, and I do believe that when you level up the first time, they'll start generating 20 XP. So to get to the next camp level, I need to maybe get some of my guys up to that stage. As you progress through all the unlocks, there's loads of different items to keep your base defensible. You've got things like ballistas, you've got electric shock poles or Tesla coils, You've got spinning shovel choppers. There's all sorts of stuff, as well as cosmetic items to make your camp look a bit nicer, and fence posts and stuff like that. Obviously, to build all these, you don't just unlock them, you have to actually craft them with your resources. And you can see on the right hand side, you've got all the different types of resources that you get from supply trucks. I have got a video talking about supply trucks to show you how to connect them and get lots of them resources. Or you'll find them just by going out in the world and smashing things like trees, and also finding other bits and bobs in the crates or killing enemies. Pay attention to the map though. If you do need one particular resource, take a look at the question marks and it will list exactly what's on that island, what you might find. So it's definitely worth pointing out what you want to get hold of first to build the next upgrade or next camp item. You do have a limit, a budget, as I mentioned earlier, and so if you want to get rid of something, you have to go into inspect mode. I know a lot of you guys are having problems with this. So on the controller, you've got to press the right stick in and it brings up a more expanded view. Not the Y button which you use to build, just to show you guys my mistake. So yeah, go and press the right stick in and you'll see a bunch of icons showing you what build piece needs repairing, and you'll also be able to delete build pieces. So if you don't need 4 beds anymore but you do need more water, you can get rid of one of your beds and craft yourself another well. Once you're in this mode, you can go up to it, hold the X button on the item and it'll give you a bit of info about it, and then you can either delete that item or you can repair it. You do get a few pieces back when you dismantle something, but not all the resources, so it's definitely worth paying attention. And after every base raid, you want to make sure you've got all the important stuff repaired, or if you do want to decide to get rid of it, go ahead and delete it. Goes without saying, you're going to need resources to repair your pieces as well, and once you've clicked that you're repairing it, one of your drakes will come over and start actually doing the job. Once that's done, you'll have a camp that's good and healthy. This is why it's important to put fence posts around your base as you progress. And like I said, you can even move your camp. It's pretty much the cauldron is the most important piece. So as long as you move that, you'll be able to take your base almost anywhere. But I wouldn't recommend doing that in the early stages. Definitely not in the first season. Wait until a bit later on in the game. Just make sure you've got plenty of waypoints going back and forth. So as I said, I've got another video talking about waypoints, but just to show you, this is where you get your resources from. In case you're wondering how to connect them, you've got to use the waypoints to connect them all correctly. This one's going to give 28 metal scrap. It does run out eventually, so what you have to also bear in mind is that you can dismantle your waypoints after you've put them down, and if you don't need them anymore because you've absolutely drained that area of all of its resources, you might as well take the waypoints with you and set up a new chain. This is why the game forces you to progress. You can't just rinse out one area, or you can, but eventually you will run out of resources other than maybe wood, which you can get from trees. And obviously it's important to clear out the islands, as if the weeds or the red vines, if they overgrow, they'll stop your resources coming back to your base. So there we go guys, that is just a quick little guide on camps, leveling up your drakes and why it's important, and pretty much how to repair and dismantle some of your items. I hope it's been beneficial. If it has, don't forget to like, make sure you subscribe, go and check out my Drake Hollow Let's Plays and my interview with the lead director of the studio, and I'll see you ratbags for more videos soon. Bye bye.